U.S. lawmakers are still trying to work out additional funding for Ukraine, but the war rages on. Earlier, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky made a surprise visit to Lithuania as he seeks more to bolster his country's air defenses. He will also visit two other Baltic nations. Chris Livesay joins us now from Kyiv with more. Chris, what I had been saying to you is that, most observers would say that this conflict, this war is at a stalemate, and there needs to be an influx of new types of weaponry if one side or the other is going to be able to make any progress, and Ukraine is looking for that. But as you know, in Washington, they still can't figure out how much military aid they want to give to Ukraine. Chris, is Kyiv worried about the support it may be getting or not getting from Washington?
Kyiv is terrified, Anne-Marie. And look, they've been at it for almost 2 years now. Remember, at the beginning of this conflict, nobody thought Ukraine had a chance, including our own government. There were reports that said Ukraine was going to, that Kyiv, the capital where I am right now, was going to fall within a matter of days. Not only did they not fall, they managed to push Russian troops and tanks and artillery back. They've since reclaimed vast swaths of Ukrainian territory that had been captured by Russia. But as you mentioned, the perception is that it's ground to a stalemate. Now, that's true to some extent for the last few months. And now, without more funding, Ukraine is worried that they won't just be able to win the next battle. They're worried they may not be able to win the war. In fact, we spoke to a lawmaker today who's been petitioning Congress people on the Hill for more military funding, for any military funding right now, because what they've been getting has since dried up. And she told me that if they don't get more U.S. military aid, Ukraine is finished.
So, Chris, I guess the question for specifically people in Ukraine who are under this barrage of Russian attacks, are there concerns about a Republican potentially entering the White House?
Well, absolutely, especially when right now it's Republican lawmakers who are tying up future funding for Ukraine. Now, the people we've talked to, kind of depends on which candidate in the Republican Party becomes president. If you look at, candidate Nikki Haley, for instance, she has recently made strong statements in favor of Ukraine, which are that, we're getting a very good return on our investment in Ukraine. It's pennies on the dollar, less than that when you look at the national budget, and then pennies on the dollar when it comes to our military budget. And in addition to just helping a beleaguered country that has had promises made to it by the United States that it would be protected if Russia ever invaded, it's also simply diminishing the firepower of the second biggest army in the world, one that happens to be one of the United States' biggest strategic enemies in the world. And it hasn't had to fire a single shot of its own, not to mention put any boots on the ground. Ukraine is also a major bulwark between Russia and NATO. Keep in mind that just on the other side of Ukraine, all of its European neighbors are NATO members. And Ukraine's been warning us that it's not the last check mark or the last country on Russia's agenda, that if it gets overrun and Russia moves on to Baltic countries, for instance, where Ukrainian President Zelensky is right now, those are members of NATO. And at that point, the United States is going to have to intervene, and it's no longer going to be pennies on the dollar, and it could very well mean American boots on the ground.
Right. We might find ourselves dealing with another world war. So it's important.
It's very important. Chris Livesay for us in Kyiv. Chris, thank you.